Well, hey there, church family. This is Pastor Jay with the weekly update. Today is March 26th. We are in Easter week, the week that Jesus Christ spent his last week of earthly ministry here before he went to the cross for you and for me. And so, guys, it's a celebration for us because we know that Sunday's coming. And I pray that as you go through this week that you are praying for what God has in store for you individually this weekend, but also for people who are going to experience and hear the gospel this weekend. Guys, we need to be praying for the guests and visitors to hear the gospel and respond to the gospel, and I hope that you're joining us in that. Guys, this coming Friday is our Good Friday service. It's going to be at 6 p.m. We'll be walking through the journey that Jesus Christ went for us on to the cross, and in the process we'll be taking the Lord's Supper, an opportunity for us to remember the broken body and the shed blood that Jesus Christ shed for us. And I pray that as you prepare your hearts for that, you realize that it is an opportunity for us to come together to really think and reflect upon what Jesus Christ did for us, because we know Sunday's coming. We know that we have a chance to celebrate what Jesus Christ did for us. Guys, Easter Sunday morning, I want to remind you that as the celebration of the resurrected Jesus Christ happens, before you get too settled in here, would you make sure that you park a little further away so that we have room for guests and visitors to park? Well, maybe you think about sitting in a different spot, maybe a little closer to the front to make room for guests and visitors. I know that we have plenty of room in our sanctuary, but you know what, guys? We need to be accommodating to guests and visitors, because if we want to grow our church, we got to be accommodating to visitors, and this is one way to do it. So look forward to a great Sunday morning. Guys, before we get to Sunday morning, we have our Easter car hop on Saturday. This is our first Kingdom Legacy outreach event, and I want to make sure that you know that if you're going to volunteer for this, if you have volunteered for this, you want to be here for 10:30 and 10:45. This is a great event. It's going to go from 11:30 to 1, but man, we're looking forward to seeing what God does in bringing people here. And so when you come prayed up, come ready to have a heart to meet and greet people and to love on people. And Lord willing, we have an opportunity to share the gospel with people. And so looking forward to just a great Easter weekend, and I hope you are too. Guys, last Sunday we had our Pledge Sunday as part of Kingdom Legacy. And if you have not been able to participate in that, or you weren't here, you didn't mail in your pledge card, guys, you can still take your pledge card and give it to us this coming Sunday through the offering plates or in the boxes on the back wall on your way out. But you can still commit to the Kingdom Legacy campaign, and you can still be a part of that. I want to remind you, there's dollar amount stuff on the front, but there's also a spot on the back where you can check off where you want to get connected and be a part of the teams that plan these various events or lead these various events. And so you can still turn these in. If you have any questions about Kingdom Legacy pledge cards, please feel free to reach out to us as a staff. We'd be glad to help you out and direct you in that. Guys, because Kingdom Legacy is going to take a little pause this weekend as a focus, we're going to focus on Easter. We're also going to have a celebration next Sunday, April 7th, a celebration of what we have been able to collectively do and what God is doing in our church. And so we're going to have a potluck meal following life groups on April 7th. And so right after that, we'll gather together. We'll have a celebratory time to come together and just to talk and to praise God for what he's doing in our church. Guys, it is a potluck, and that potluck assignments, you can find your class assignment in the worship guide. And so if you could pick up a copy of the worship guide, check the email that was sent out to you. It'll tell you what to bring, and hopefully your class is talking about it, so you're not showing up in the dark about this, but we'll have plenty of food to eat and come and enjoy and celebrate that on April 7th. Guys, as I've talked about our need to be more accommodating to guests and visitors, I want to let you guys know that we are going to be having a brand new way that we're going to be looking at and addressing our guests and visitors. And so, guys, I want you guys to be aware that on April 12th, Friday night at 6:30, we're going to have a new assimilation training. And this is a training that is going to have several tiers to it, a lot more actions involved in taking care of guests and visitors of our church. And so we're inviting the whole church to come to this so that you can come and hear about it, you can participate in it, because it's going to require all of us to work together to be about accommodating, welcoming, and loving on guests and visitors. Why? Because we want them to hear the gospel. We want them to join our church. We want them to be a part of Shady Oaks Baptist Church. And so we're going to be doing some new things involved in our welcome teams and stuff like that. A lot of really cool information. Love for you to come to be a part of that as a dessert fellowship, so you can come and be a part of that. Guys, again, as we turn our hearts and minds towards Easter Sunday, again, pray ourselves up, get ourselves ready for the Lord to speak to us and for the Lord to speak to all those coming who need to hear the gospel. I just ask that you would continue to be praying for our service, continue for your own heart, for anybody you know that might be coming, that might need the Lord, that you would just be praying for them as well, that we'd have a wonderful service, an opportunity for us to realize that because we're celebrating the resurrected Jesus Christ, we also can celebrate people coming to Christ on Easter Sunday. What a great thing we could experience. So guys, get ready for the beginning of a great month of April. It's going to be here before we know it. A lot of great things are going on. Easter Sunday's this weekend, Celebration Sunday next week, assimilation training, lots of other things coming up in April. But guys, it's getting exciting, and I hope you are ready to rock and roll into what God has in store for us as we move forward with Kingdom Legacy. Guys, love you. Have a great, great week.